Hi guys, I know the title of this video is going to cause a little bit of like controversy, but I just really wanted to explain the situation, explain my thoughts on this. Over the last 6 months or so, I have been religiously watching some vegan people's YouTube channels, and I'm like some sort of hardcore carnivore, and I never ever thought that I would consider veganism or make changes to transition to be like a vegan, but these vegan people have really like got inside my head. I was one of those people first that used to watch their videos and used to sit there and just think, why are they trying to just brag on about stuff? Why are they trying to brainwash people, let people make their own decisions? At the end of the day, these people are not bad people. Like, these people just care about the environment, and obviously there's the health benefits and there's the animal benefits as well. There is a lot of hate towards them. And I have to say, at the beginning, I was one of these people that just got really irritated by like vegan people that were preaching all the time. So I used to just completely stop watching their stuff. And then I was like, you know what, Trisha, just sit down and listen to what they're actually trying to say. So I watched a couple of Freely's videos. I watched a couple of Saoirse's videos, and although I find her, I don't know, I didn't like her at first, and now I just think she's absolutely hilarious. I used to find her really irritating, but now I just think she's funny, and you know, she kind of states everything with facts, and she's very passionate about what she does. And the other people I've been watching are the vegan couple, and I have to say I really like them as well. So I know that their videos come across as a bit harsh, and I know their videos come across as a bit brutal, but when you look at the comments and you look at the amount of support that they have, they're really not bad people. They're just trying to be very passionate about the environment. They're passionate about the animals. They are trying to get people to live this healthier lifestyle, and I totally get it. I just had a couple of questions for all of them that I wrote down, and I'm kind of hoping at some point like I'll get answers to these questions, because these are the kind of questions that give me that barrier to becoming like vegan. And I will kind of explain why I'm not vegan at the moment, but I'll kind of explain my thought process as well. But I have a couple of questions, and I really like these guys to answer them, so it gives me a little bit of an idea on like how they overcome these things. So my first question is, how quickly did you guys make the transition, and what was it that kind of inspired you to make the transition? So was it that you just woke up one day and thought, we're gonna be vegan? Was it that you started cutting things out randomly out of your diet, so cutting out dairy and doing it slowly? Like, what was the process like? Because I know that a lot of people that are vegan have like vegan partners as well, whereas everyone in my house eats meat, so it kind of makes it really difficult for me to make that transition by myself when I'm surrounded by dairy products and cheese products and like everything in my house. The next question, and this is kind of like one of the biggest barriers, as pathetic as this sounds, this is one of the biggest barriers to me for becoming vegan, but do you have days where you crave like beef burgers and cheese? And if so, how do you deal with those days? Because that is the one thing that I'm struggling with. Like, at the moment I'm just trying to eat healthily, so I have cut out cheese, I have cut out a lot of crisps and animal fat stuff and processed stuff, and I've cut out a lot of stuff that I shouldn't be eating anyway. And I'm kind of struggling. Like, I just want to sit there and eat a tub of ice cream. But I know people are going to go, right, there are vegan alternatives out there. Once you start getting used to them, like, you'll get used to them. But I just think, yeah, once you change into that lifestyle, do you still have cravings for beef burgers? Because right now I do. And the last time I had a burger was probably like a month ago. And the last time I had cheese was like a month ago. And the last time I had a packet of crisps was like a month ago. I'm just wondering how you combat those things, and do you have specific things that you use as alternatives? The next thing is, when you're eating out and socializing with friends, does it make it a little bit harder for you if they are not vegan or if they are meat eaters? Does it kind of affect your social life? Because I don't even know any vegetarians, let alone people that are vegan. So vegetarian things is one thing, because you go into a restaurant and there are very minimal vegetarian options as it is. I can't imagine that many places at the moment, especially in the UK, having vegan places. But to be fair, I haven't looked. I'm sure they're there, but I haven't really looked into it. I'm just wondering whether socially it makes it really, really difficult. To me, taking the chicken out of my salad and having some dressing that might be kind of dairy is still a big deal. It's still a transition. It's still a change that I'm making. Whereas before, I would have had like bacon bits in there, I would have had chicken in there, and then I would have drizzled it with some sort of mayonnaise. And I'm just wondering whether if I cut things out, am I still going to have the respect? Is that the way to do it? Because I can't imagine just cutting out anything animal producty from tomorrow. And I think that would be really, really difficult for me to do that. Also, I think it's a lot about willpower. So I think if you're going to become vegan, I think that you have to want to be vegan. Whereas right now, I don't want to be vegan. Like, I don't have the willpower to go, yeah, do you know what? I'm going to be vegan and I'm going to make this happen. I know it's the right thing to do, but right now I don't feel like I've got the willpower to do it. But I do feel like I've got the willpower to make these small changes in order to benefit my body and benefit myself and benefit my skin, and also try and benefit these little animals that are like squealing. And at the moment, when I watch, and I do watch the videos that you guys put out, I watch the videos, I watch Earthings, I watch Forks and Knives, I don't even know if they're called that, but I clicked on the link and I watch things. The advantage I have right now when I'm watching something is if I don't like the look of something or it makes me feel uncomfortable, I can just stop the video and I don't have to watch anything else to make me feel bad. So on the flip side, if I was to go to a slaughterhouse and if I was to watch this stuff happening, it would probably stick in my mind a lot longer and it would help me make the change a little bit quicker, which is something I'm contemplating doing. But right now, I just don't feel like I have got the willpower to do it. And like I said, right now, I don't feel like I can sit here and say I want to be a vegan. Although I feel like making life choices is going to be better than doing what I'm doing at the moment and just eating like everything under the sun. So I will try vegan cheese. I've already loved the taste of like almond milk and soy milk. I don't have a problem with non-dairy milks. Like, I really don't have an issue. I actually quite like the taste of it. I'm going to be looking for like meat alternatives, vegan meat alternatives, because that is the thing I'm going to miss the most. I'm going to miss sausages. I'm going to miss bacon. I'm going to miss like turkey, and I will be finding alternatives for those kind of things because I know in the long run I'm going to end up with heart disease. So my mum's a vegetarian, so I kind of see that as a goal that I can aspire to in the not so long future. Whether it's going to happen or not, or whether I'm just going to go, you know what, I just need a burger, I don't know. But I know it's right to be vegan. I know it's the right thing to do morally. I've been eating meat for over 30 years of my life, and if I hadn't touched meat to start with, going from being vegetarian to being vegan would be a much easier transition. Yeah, this is going to sound like a terrible thing to say. Unless I kill the animal, I guess I'm able to block that stuff out because I'm not there to witness it. I'm not there to see what happens. And like I said, if I'm watching a video about cruelty to animals, I can technically just turn it off and block it out, which is terrible, but I'm guessing it's kind of the majority of what people do. And also, yeah, when I go to the supermarket, I don't think about how the meat has ended up on my plate. It's never something I've thought about. It's never something I kind of wanted to think about, and I've never been close enough to that environment to kind of look at it or look into detail at it. And there's this whole thing about, does vegetarian food and does vegan food give you protein? Well, yeah, there are beans, there are lentils, there are everything that you can think of that give you loads of protein. And so if you are making a transition, then like a massive well done to you. And I also want to thank like Harry Pereira, who's a really good friend of mine, who went vegan like a couple of years ago. He made me the best brownies I've ever tasted in my entire life. And if vegan food tastes as good as that, I don't think it would be that difficult for me. I just want to know what happens when you get a craving for like chicken or a steak or something. What the hell do you do? Because this is where I'm going to struggle. I've got no willpower as it is, which is why dieting has always been really difficult. And thanks to Freely, I'm now eating like 3 to 4 bananas every day. Sometimes I have it in a milkshake form. Sometimes I just literally eat bananas like the whole day. And my mum is having to buy bananas every single day because of my newfound craving for bananas. At some point, I thought bananas were too high in calorie and I was thinking like, you're not supposed to eat them. Now I'm listening to Carb the Fuck Up and I'm thinking, okay, but I can probably eat as much bananas as I feel like. And bananas are so good and they give me like my sweet fix for the day, so it's almost like a dessert for me. And they fill me up if I have it in like a milkshake form. So if you are vegan, like, well done you. You are doing amazing. You are doing so well for the environment. And if you watch my videos and you're thinking, fucking hypocrite, like, why is she talking about how it's so good yet she's still eating meat? I don't have the willpower, but I think what these people are doing right. But like I said, I'm going to make these small changes so that one day in the future it might not be that difficult for me to turn vegan if I'm already cutting stuff out of my life and stuff that I don't need, stuff that I can substitute. So I want to thank like Freely, I want to thank Sorsha because I think she's fucking hilarious, and I want to thank the vegan couple because they just seem like a really nice couple, and they specifically, this is almost like for them because they seem to talk about veganism in a way that makes me understand it, whereas Sorsha and Freely kind of just bash people, and that is really not a way of giving your message, whereas the vegan couple just generally seem like really nice people and you kind of just want to do what they say because they just are like really sweet, really nice people. So I'm just like moving my hands around too much now. So I'm going to go to the supermarket in the next couple of days and I'm going to look for vegan options, and then I'm going to share them with you when I find them. And just because I'm not vegan, just because I'm not vegetarian, it doesn't mean I'm right, but at the same time I don't think it means I'm entirely wrong, because morally I understand, but I'm having to make a lifestyle change, which is very, very hard for me because like comfort foods and all the stuff I like eating are all the stuff I found out I'm not supposed to be eating, and I think I'm going to find it really hard. So like I said, I'm not going to do it overnight, but I'm just going to... Oh, I was thinking about bread as well. Like bread surely has like animal products in it, like because you use oil, and obviously do you use egg in bread like when you make bread? I don't know. So how do you make bread like vegan? I don't know. I'm just thinking, I'm kind of overthinking stuff already because I'm already thinking about potentially stuff that I can find that's alternate, and I could just ask Harry and he'll probably just give me all the answers and it'll be fun. I never ever thought I'd be making this video, and I never ever thought it would be something I would consider in life, but I just felt like I needed to make this video to say, yes guys, because of your videos, I am now thinking about stuff differently to what I was thinking about before. Also, a lot of people mentioned about my skin, and a lot of people told me to cut out dairy. A lot of people told me to go vegan for my skin, and I have to say it kind of makes sense as well. So that was another reason I wanted to cut out more dairy stuff out of my diet. But again, I'm gonna need the alternatives because right now I'm craving like everything I shouldn't be craving, and I'm finding it really, really difficult. So like I said, not a lifestyle change I'm gonna make overnight, but I'm going to try my best to just think about what I'm putting into my body, think about what I'm eating. And thank you so much if you stayed and watched this video. I'm really sorry if it like upset you because I said the wrong thing, but I just wanted to share my thoughts with so many of you out there. I don't necessarily want to become vegan like tomorrow, but I need to start thinking about what I put into my body. So that is kind of really what I'm trying to say in this video. So thank you so much if you're still watching this. I will love you guys lots, and I will see you very soon.